Hi, everybody. This is DJ Nikki with WXED 107.3 in the studio with Jonathan Cortez today from elwoodcity.org for your weekend news wrap up. Hi, Jonathan.
Hello.
All right. I love that we never have that much news to talk about.
Well, Elwood's a small town.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're the one sitting over there digging up news because I wouldn't want to do it. Well, so tell us, what's our big stories this week?
Well, we'll start out with something, positive shout out. This week, both Riverside and Lincoln had their senior nights for winter sports, although the boys' basketball is tonight. But the girls, both Riverside and Elwood, won their games. So Elwood won against Newcastle and Riverside won against New Brighton. And for Elwood, senior Carrington Ketterer set a career record of 26 points tonight, and she's 13 points away from making 1,000 total for her varsity career.
Wow.
And for Riverside, senior Katie Stang scored 39, and I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's also her career high.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, well, congratulations out there to Elwood and Riverside sports. That was just our girls?
Yeah, the boys play tonight. Both Riverside and Elwood have their games.
When we say tonight, you guys have to keep in mind that we record on Friday afternoons. It airs on Saturday. So by the time you guys hear this, it would have been last night. But that's okay. What else do we have?
On Tuesday, U.S. Marshals tracked down a Newcastle resident who was charged with attempted homicide in October in Newcastle, and the man was hiding in Elport. I'm not actually sure why he was in Elport, but that's where the police found him, and he apparently shot somebody in the face in October, but from what I understand, the victim survived and is recovering.
Which I thought was phenomenal because he shot him in the face with a shotgun, which I thought was unbelievable that this guy was still alive. But I'm glad that they, caught up with him. It was unfortunate that they caught up with him in our town, but it would have been even more unfortunate had they not found him, and who knows what he would have done. I don't feel safe with shotgun-wielding, face-shooting people in my town. So I was happy that they found him and, got him out of here. So you said it was this U.S. Marshals got him.
Yes, the Newcastle police worked with federal marshals.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And I think that I read that they said an informant down here in Elwood was actually who called in and said, hey, this guy you're looking for is, wherever they found him. So shout out to whoever the informant was. Thanks for keeping the town safe. You said we had one more story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also on Tuesday, Inmetco and its parent company, Horsehead, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. So as far as I know, Inmetco will be continuing its regular operations. So since that is a big employer of people in Elwood, and it's one of our last manufacturing industries that we have here, hopefully they pull through this. And another misconception that I've heard people talk about when they talk about Inmetco is that it pollutes, which is not true. They do follow environmental regulations. The smoke that rises from Inmetco is clean, and when there's the bright orange glow occasionally once a month, that's just heat. Reflecting. Yeah. People think it's like cancer causing carcinogens, but all it is they dump molten metal and the heat reflects on the sky.
Yeah, I've heard people say that, and my fiance, he said, no, that's just heat. And I said, oh, okay. But just because they filed for bankruptcy does not necessarily mean that they're going to close their doors, like you said. So let's hopefully people out there aren't in a panic if they work at Inmetco or their families work at Inmetco.
Yeah, and maybe someone else will buy it that can manage it better and doesn't file for bankruptcy.
Right, yeah, that's true too. I guess if we're going to mention bankruptcy in business, I guess we could throw in, I read recently that Trader Horn in the Christie's Plaza is also going out of business, and they will be severely liquidating coming up in, I believe, March and the beginning of April. And so if, anybody out there is looking for a good deal, Trader Horn is going out of business. But as far as so many people from the area working in Inmetco. I'll just say a prayer that somebody buys them out who's good at money management and takes over that, and everybody can keep their jobs there. So anything else? Anything else at all this week?
Oh, well, the official reason Trader Horn said they're going out of business is that the owner's retiring. I don't know if that's the only reason, but that is, I don't want to assume
I
the
had heard that
association
they
of
weren't like,
bankruptcy.
I guess I didn't mean that they weren't filing bankruptcy. It's just we were talking about businesses going out. No,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you clarified that. It's not that Trader Horn is filing bankruptcy. It's that they're liquidating everything.
Yes.
Because they had actually received a few offers for someone to buy out the store. And the offers were ridiculously low compared to the value of the merchandise in the store. And so the owner just said, no, you know what? We're just going to sell off everything, you know. But so I did hear that it's just because they just want out of the business. So I don't know. We'll see, you know, what else goes in there in the future. When I was a kid, it was a Fisher's Big Wheel. So that tells you how old I am.
I'm not even sure what that is.
You've never even heard of Fisher's Big Wheel?
No.
Okay. Have you heard of a Murphy's? No.
Kind of, but I don't know what it is either.
Okay. Well, it's kind of like an Ames.
I remember Ames.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was I'm going through the decades here.
I'm not young enough to not remember Ames.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I was a kid, there was right where Trader Horn is was a Fisher's Big Wheel, and our Giant Eagle used to be a Kroger's. And so that's all of those store chains just kind of changed over. Kroger's became a Giant Eagle, and then Fisher's Big Wheel became, you know, there was something in the middle there, and then the Trader Horn. So, but it was kind of like an Ames or a Hills or a Kmart, you know, it was kind of like that. But it's still going to be sad to see them go. Trader Horn and Busy Beaver are probably two of my favorite stores. Most girls won't tell you that, but yeah, it's like Trader Horn, Busy Beaver, and then if I really feel like spending the gas, Harbor Freight. I'm like a kid in a candy store at Harbor Freight. And I'm impulsive too. I will buy a bunch of meaningless little things that I don't ever need. Like instead of buying a roll of electrical tape, I'll buy a spool of 12 rolls of electrical tape. But anyway, I'm very talkative today because I've been up since 5 a.m. and I had 5 hours for lunch. So I'm going to let you get out of here. Do you have anything else you want to add to our weekly wrap-up?
Talking about businesses here did remind me that La Casanos will be celebrating their centennial anniversary this month and into March. So I believe they have a few special things lined up.
Awesome.
So we'll be talking more about that as I find it out.
Yeah, that's cool. Whenever I moved back to Elwood, I realized that La Casanos had a fuel perks program like so many of the other stores have. And I was like, wow, La Casanos moving into the future, you know. So every time I go over there to get their special deals that they put out, it's cool because then I can just go to B&B and get a special deal on my gas. So I was pretty happy about that. All right, well, congratulations, La Casanos Centennial. You said next month?
I believe this month and next month. I'm not sure what the specific date is.
Oh, okay.
Just that the whole festivities.
All right, Elwood. Well, make sure you look out for the special deals at La Casanos. We'll check back with Jonathan Cortez from elwoodcity.org. He'll be in my studio next Friday, which will air next Saturday. Valentine's Day is coming up then. So do you have any special plans for Valentine's Day?
No.
No. Is elwoodcity.org going to run any special Valentine's?
Not if I have a say in it.
Are you an anti-Cupid person?
Indeed.
Indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was the very anti-Cupid Jonathan Cortez from elwoodcity.org. Thanks again for being here at WXCD 107.3.